All right, now it's time to go ahead and kick it on over. Y'all hear the theme music. Oh, hey, aunties, settle down. All right, now coming to the mic right now is my guy. It's the big guapo. Y'all know who it is, man. LL Cool Torrance, man. Talk to me about what the Lions need to do on offense to get this W on Sunday.
Well, we got to get that part figured out. We know that we can pass when we want to. We know that we can run when we want to. But what we gonna do in this game, pretty much. I was looking through some of the Jaguars games. Last game against the Ravens, which they ended up winning, they gave up the season high in rush yards, like 160 some odd, like 169 or something. But 80 some of that was by Lamar. So they don't really give up a lot in the run game, and they're pretty stout in the. I mean, they're pretty solid in the pass game. I think they gave up a season high to Matt Ryan at like 389. And that was before Jeff Saturday came in, and with his cape on. So just got to figure out how we want to attack them. I say run instead of pass. Kurt, you said in the pass with some teams, you might want to pass instead of run. It looks like they could be had a little bit more in the pass game. So that might soften it up for our run game, get them linebackers, thinking otherwise. You got to, as Coach Mike likes to say, get them thinking instead of running forward. If we can get them to think for a half second, that's a half second, they're not running towards the ball. So getting to that type of stuff, hard play action, that's what I like to see. I want to see the ball over the top, man. If J-Mo is going to get in, I want to see some deep shots. Even if he's not in the games, throw some deep shots to Amon-Ra, throw some deep shots to Khalif. At least like one a quarter or something. I like back in the day, like certain college teams, they always say, this is around the field. They have to take their shot, like take the big chunk play. Do some of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's predictable, just put a big shot on the board, man. We don't do too much of that, or we don't do it consistently enough. But again, I say run the set the pass, get the or run it, get them linebackers thinking, and take advantage of opportunities when they're there. What do you guys think about that?
Well, you know what? I have to agree with you. I want to run the ball, establish the run, set up the play action pass. And this is the first week that we have both DJ Chark and Josh Reynolds as full participants. And we'll go over their plane train in a minute, but they won't even own that thing. So if they're not on there, then they should be full goals for Sunday's game. And I'm liking that. So that opens up some of the pass game because, we didn't have a lot of deep threats, or at least guys that go from that intermediate to a deep pass for the last few games. We had a lot of slot. We were running 3 slot guys out there most of the game. Yeah. We were running St. Brown, Kennedy, and Raymond. We had 3 slot guys, the whole game. So I'm interested to see, we got the X and Y back so we can get them out on the perimeter. I'm liking what I'm seeing for that. And then the possibility, man, I hope so, but it looks like it's going to be next week. But man, if we can get J-Mo on the field, man, that's a pick your poison. And but you're looking at that, and then feed St. Brown early and often. Feed that cat early and often. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get it because the even if we don't have J-Mo, we'll have the 2 guys that's taking the coverage down the field for Josh Reynolds and DJ Chark. So they're opening up that middle of the field for St. Brown and some of the tight ends with Mitchell and Brock Wright. So I'm liking that, keep feeding the middle of the field. And Ben Johnson, he has an effective attack for that middle of the field. So, and they protect Jared Goff from that young Jaguars pass rush, man. They can get after the quarterback too. So, protect him, keep him upright, keep his jersey clean, man. Keep those rubber pellets off his uniform. What you got, Coach Jones?
Yeah. You know what? We should be able to do whatever the hell we want to offensively. Especially if Josh Reynolds and DJ Chark are there, we should be able to do whatever the hell we want on offense. But I think we should actually pass to set up the run. I think we should end up running more than we pass, but we should definitely take deep shots early, just to loosen up the secondary, the safeties, loosen them up, get them spread out. Because they're pretty stout up front. that front seven is kind of stout. So there's been a lot of games in the teens, So we
Yeah.
definitely should open it up, but we should pass a step to run, and we should end up running more than we pass, if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
yeah, man,
It's
just
like
do
Michigan
that,
game,
man.
like Michigan did against Ohio State.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
We
yeah,
loosen
yeah,
them
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel you. I feel you on that. Hey, to catch up the rest of this conversation on our game preview, tune back to the full version of today's Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl, right here on your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors.